can try and pressure him out, as you alluded to before. And then the Tahm Kench will be going to support this time.
And this Tahm Kench pick can actually turn out to be the MVP pick for H2K. Because Unicorns of Love has a lot of single target
Prison is an instant spell. You have to predict and you can't do it on reaction. Chachi's actually going to find UOLCS. He gets the Ring Prison down and Rudy's now coming in as well. I don't think we're really going to see that much happening. Or maybe we will as Oda he has the ultimate. He flashes, comes in with the lunge and pops the grand challenge. Can he actually get these procs off? Rudy is so low, but he comes in with one last lunge to finish him off for first blood.
So H2K clearly are expecting Rudy to be very aggressive in the early game. They're stopping the recall from Chachi. Massive mini wave coming. I think Chachi's dead here.
Yeah, he's just dead. There's nothing he can do. Riposte comes out, and that's the safest dive you'll ever see. Or is it? Because Oda will launch away. The auto attack from the tower almost connected, but he's out.
Again, it's just because H2K constantly have so much vision in the enemy jungle. You start playing the game where if you don't see him on any of your wards in the jungle, you know basically exactly where he's supposed to be. So if you look now at your minimap, they can see around the Grom and blue buff, they can had an option to go for a dive. He was instantly there. With the wave, pressure Chachi, forcing Rudy to come down defensively, and Oda can just keep going aggressive because they keep having vision on Jankos is here again now.
But now Rudy is again there to counter gang, and Jankos will just have to jump away. Oda is taking a bunch of damage. Lamb's Respite is still available, but he doesn't really want to use it in this situation. Yet another flash from Oda the Prey Seeker, and maybe they can close in around him with Fox looking to set up the trap from the sidelines. They've already backed off the flash. The ult, Spirit Rush will take one down, and Jankos, there's nothing he can do to stay alive. Chachi will stay here. Chachi is a little bit low, but he's starting to vamp from his ultimate. That was a 1-for-2 trade. Rudy, his life for those two kills. Oda just misfired anyway, so it was a perfect play coming in from Chachi.
Oh,
Jankos may even be caught out. Hildersang locks him up, the Glacial Fissure. I don't think there's anything he can do about this. There's no Lamb's Respite. Vanda's too slow to the party, but maybe they can punish. Oda has immediately been exhausted. Fox is there from the back lines, and he'll be gobbled up by Vanda, and will try to waddle to victory. He's so low, but will use this crab to jump away with the lunge and get the cooldown, the extra 60%. That was a nice pickup there, but no punish from H2K.
Ends up going down and giving a kill. Double TP use for both teams, so that will even out Oda.
Oh, the reverse swing of the Orb Deception. Oda just straight up drops to Fox.
It's a good move, adding in Jankos. They've been slowly chipping away in that tower over and over, and this is your reward, the Rift Herald. When there's nothing else to do on the map for like 20 seconds, and the other team can't punish you, you get your Rift Herald.
Doom's Eve. Over to Jankos.
Because Oda is supposed to be the guy sitting and putting pressure in his lane. And then Jankos is supposed to running with Forgiven to have a strong 3-man group with double range that can push towers. Always chip away in these side lane turrets. It is a 1-3-1. You do not need the 3 to be in mid lane or top lane.
Oh, here comes the one. Chachi. And one Vital was popped by Oda. He just got blown up in the one-on-one.
This is what we talked about, you know? And then everything breaks for H2K. They're forced really far back on the map suddenly to sit at their own tier 1 towers. They're trying to make a play on Chachi now.
They try to make it happen. There comes the exhaust, and Chachi, all of his damage, or a lot of it is being mitigated. There's the Lamb's Respite. Vanda will pick him up, try and spin him outside of the circle, but Rudy's there with the knock-up and comes in with the one-on-one. Now Rudy in his 1-on-2. I don't think there's much he can do apart from knock up Jankos and run for his life. But Vanda, if he gets one lick, he'll be able to lock him down, but not today. Tries to get the Void Rush, but he takes some damage. That's not how it works. And there's another lick coming in from Vanda to keep him in place, so Jankos can pick up the kill. Ultimately, a 2-for-1, and H2K.
And it's all built around Visit Chachi, solo killing Oda Amnen. Baron is being started by H2K.
And it's almost down. It is down. Completely uncontested as you see this replay completely roll out.
How did they just get a free Baron there?
Well, maybe they can pick up Vanda and take it off one member, or not. He escapes as well.
Pick up 3 towers as well, 2 in the mid lane, 1 in the bottom lane. If I believe correct, actually 2 in the mid lane it was, I believe, only. Still a lot of gold for them. Another dragon. Right now, he's the man for H2K, and he's going for the top lane.
Oda though, and it's 1-on-1. There's the Lamb's Respite, maybe the most annoying spell in the game, and Fox, will he be able to get a kill and return the flash after? And the grand challenge, he's got Grievous Runes, so he'll take a little less damage here. Rudy will have to back away. Chaos Storm comes out. Steelback will take a bit of punishment. Hildersang comes into the mix, and so does Chachi. He's right in the middle of the fray, but he does not get anyone down. He's just CC to high heavens, and he can't do anything. A 2-for-0, and the top tower, and the recall coming out. Oda has teleport just coming across is there, but unfortunately the Scutman has been taken.
Just ran back.
What? How did that even happen? Benny Hill commence the music, ladies and gentlemen. Chachi's still trying to escape. How's the Seraphs?
Baron is being started now by Unicorns.
Can you get him? He flashed forwards for it.
Chachi's alive. Baron is being started. H2K is coming now, but Forgiven is very far away. Just commit to the Baron now. Do not jump out this pit. Just commit to the Baron.
Pop hold of it. They've jumped off Baron, and now everyone's closing in. I'm not even sure Unicorns win this fight, but they kill Jankos before the fight really starts. Rudy has been grand challenged. Odoane struggling to get a rain, but he has the heal. Steelback cut off from the pack, and he'll go down. The play was there, Martin. Well, Unicorns of Love, they saw the option. Ace didn't take it. Oh, Chachi being jumped on here by Odoane. Maybe they can get a pick and return. Heilenstein comes out and they get the shutdown. This will be a 5 versus 4 on Chachi. He's down to 50%, but the big burst to take him out is kind of away. Selfie's the only one who can really do it
again.
Should they commit?
Use Heilenstein to zone. Rest can commit then. But if they want to take a 50-50 now...
Oh, Heilenstein's taking so much damage, and Vander's going forward. Selfie looking for the right place to ultimate. Rudy is going to jump out of the pit as well. The Storm has already been used, and now H2K will actually turn around to the Baron. Oh, what is this? What's going on?
TP. He's up in 2 seconds.
Jumps over, but he's gravity fielded. He's been stunned out. Chachi jumps into the fight. Vander's dropping low. Here comes the Greyhound. Odoane's still alive. Lamdra's fight is keeping everyone alive from H2K, but now it's down. Unicorns of Love. They're closing in on Odoane. He's almost dead again, but Vander can't save him. That was a 3 for 1. Forgiven and Jankos backing away, and now maybe they can secure the Baron. Maybe.
A lot of split decisions again for Unicorns. Now they actually committed to the Baron and allowed H2K to move very close. And Force North Steelback is going aggressive.
Oh, the cutting, the flash. He changed the position. Steelback coming up big.
That's a Baron now for Unicorns of Love. This game has gone crazy. And we just see Unicorns just jumping in. Actually, looking at this, Origen came in very late, but you need those minions to like, it's about 5 waves on top side from Unicorns, and there's a fight bot lane.
Chachi is getting shredded up by Odoane. They've taken so much damage, but he's actually turning it around. Now the heal comes out, and Rudy is a little too late to save his ally. The true damage, and Odoane gradually slicing away at this Void Beast, and down goes Rek'Sai, the double kill in for Odoane. Vander pushing in the mid lane, trying to take away some of these open inhibitors. And this is the big counterplay we could see coming in. 9 seconds left on Chachi, another 10 on Rudy. Steelback cannot afford to go down here. Odoane, grand challenge. Maybe they can get the burst up, but Jankos, has he gone a little too deep? We'll see in a second. Odoane now chasing after Steelback, and Jankos will be backing away still with Landra's bite in hand, but Chachi is back from base. The overextension, the overstay from H2K. He's being rapidly punished. Chachi trying to get in range for a Rune Prison. Gravity Field will stymie that just a little. Rudy, there's no slow from Prey Seeker, and Chachi is still trying desperately, but H2K are ultimately away. All these tunnel options for Rudy.
There's no vision, and 3 guys are sitting mid, kind of telling H2K, oh, we're not on Baron. No, we definitely didn't start Baron at all.
The jungler.
And trying to pressure them to not walk in here and stop it. Odoane has TP. He's coming in now.
Chachi may be caught up here. He'll jump to an ally. Steelback is caught up, and Jankos, he's trying to finish him off. He's there with Odoane. He's been challenged. One more sweep of the rapier, and he goes down. Rudy tries to save his ally, but he's too late again. That's a 2 for 1. H2K now closing in on the base. The recalls are coming in from Unicorns of Love.
This might be game, Pulse, because there's no AD carry now. At least Baron, then
that's
game,
smart.
You know, let's see.
So they just recalled. Unicorns of Love moved away from the Baron, and H2K instantly swap up, move towards the Baron, and they should be able to take it because they now have the positioning.
Yeah, HK still had 1 dead member, that's why they couldn't finish. I got a little bit ahead of myself here. I'm just calling what's gonna happen in like, 3 minutes time or whatever with the Baron.
Running the profit
Maybe. I think in this game it's impossible to say right now. With so many back and forth. It's fun though we saw with Odoane in that side lane where he killed Chachi. It's what we talked about earlier. Once you get enough sustain and tankiness on their Fiora where you can survive the burst from Ryze, you will just start out-sustaining him in the 1v1. That's exactly what happened. He picked up that kill. So very, very tough opponent for both teams this week. And let's see what happens here. Heilenstein onto Selfie. He's very far forward.
Fox jumps in, very aggressive with Spirit Rush. He still has to use these charges to make something happen. Rudy, I'm not sure if that was the best decision. Chachi coming in from the side of the flank. Maybe it's enough damage, but he has to back away. Odoane wants him dead. Grand challenge, there it is. Popped off. Chachi is down for 70 seconds. And Fox may also be falling here. He'll back to base. H2K, this is looking very good for them.
Ah, HK got it.
15 seconds left on Chachi. He's got the teleport. This might be a punish for Unicorns of Love based on the death timers. Selfie actually does not get hit up by the charm there, and Jankos will finish off the mid laner of Fox. Forgiven coming out. Odoame is back into the fight before Chachi. Everyone is going down. Hillasang and Rudy are backing away. Here comes the teleport. Is it too little? Is it too late? It is. And Jankos will be coming in here. Odoame.
And now they're pushing out double super minions. Chachi is there to try and defend.
Oh, he's got the AoE and he gets stunned down. There's the QSS. Rudy, unfortunately, it's not Town Kent, but all these people are going out of here with the Zhonya's coming up. Odoane is underneath this tower. Rudy is going to get finished off. There's the Grand Challenge heal. There's enough to keep him alive. Fox is coming up with 7, but it's not soon enough. H2K's Jankos and Odoane close in on Unicorns of Love's Nexus, and they'll be taking it down. They take the victory.
And H2K. Wow.
Martin,
Slow.
Yeah, from the forehead. Well, we can see the compositions and also the lineups from both of these teams. Use the hashtags, hashtag FNC win for Fnatic if you think they're going to take this one home up against Elements.
Big wave up. Obviously, it was frozen by Elements after tower went down. Nidalee scooped with AD carry. Steve taking a lot of damage.
Oh, the hook into the paw and the last double tap with the ignite. Kalai, welcome to the LCS. That's the first blood going over to you.
You never really gain anything because you're still behind.
Right.
Because you're still tower behind from the start. So it's just about how much can you pressure the lanes and the jungle. Fnatic now kind of slowing it down a little bit. Just letting Nautilus get all the farm up top. Is that a Banner command on the way from Gamsu?
Maybe.
I think it is.
The Aegis being picked up.
And the Elytra.
Yeah. So, Featherman maybe caught out by Gilius. He's trying to make this play happen. The wood comes up, but maybe he's taken out by Featherman. Returning with the damage, the Ignite coming out. Spirit following up as well. Here comes the spear. Lands onto Sprattle, and he goes Splattle. Now Spirit chasing after Gilius, looking for the takedown. Doesn't quite get it, as Rallis is there to stop him. But they keep up the chase. Clyde is trying to close in. Has the Dark Passage. Will flash. The hook, it goes wide, but he gets the charm and the flay regardless. There's another kill. Clyde sending up his team.
And that's Fnatic getting everything. We just talked about how the objective is keep the rest of Elements on the bottom side. Killing them wasn't even part of the plan. They might get Ike as well.
You can run, you can hide, but the ultimate from Gamsu will still find you.
They just got everything, and I just looked at my own screen. The top lane tier 2 tower with the Banner of Command minion is down to 50%. Spraggle,
Man, complete
also
collapse.
50%.
Just comes back.
We have to see. So Banner of Command is used again by Gamsu. I know we're just talking from minimap because we haven't actually seen him do it a single time. But he has put it on another cannon minion. Steve is kind of saying, I know what's about to happen. I can't stop it. And Fnatic can either group on it with Rift Herald now. So you have Banner of Command plus Rift Herald.
So good. Kind of fulfilling the theme of Nautilus where he's just like trudging towards you and nothing you can do about it. Down goes the tower. Here comes the package and maybe closing on a Gamsu. Yeah, he's not getting out of this one. The spear will come in just to put a little bit of damage back onto Ica. But Elements will close in and take out Nautilus.
Steve got angry.
He did.
Right there, watching his tower die.
But Nautilus will be back, and so will Clyde. Another hook onto Sprattle. Another kill over to the team of Fnatic, and now they will try to capitalize and take this middle turret.
This is not cheese, by the way. This is
legit.
This is a strategy we've seen in solo queue quite a bit this week. Or if your team is able to set you up in that 1v1 lane and then rotate to that lane once those minions and the portal soon completed is put in place, because it forces the other team to hard engage. Or Elements will have to force a team fight. They have Malphite ulti and say, like, the way we can break this is not by constantly.
Hey.
Yeah, but the tower didn't hit it. That's not the point.
Oh.
The tower is supposed to hit it before it explodes, but because there's minions, it works, obviously, for it.
All right.
It's because tower didn't hit it.
Oh, Gilius! Clyde finds him and the team tries to capitalize, and Sprattle will be giving his life for Gilius. He jumps over the wall, but he's gonna go down. Featherman, what a charm onto Ica. Steve jumps in, he gets one, he's looking for more. Everyone from Fnatic, this is actually going sideways, and Ryland and Gilius may be able to finish off Featherman. Not quite enough, he'll cut away with the Foxfires. There's the shutdown over the Spirit. 3 members remaining for Fnatic, 2 for 5 overall.
And that was the play Fnatic tried to do before. So we have now learned stuff about ZZ Rot. If the minion is about to die but gets close to the tower, and it doesn't get hit by the tower, it will explode and deal the damage. That's why he plays it. So for Fnatic, again, you want to set up the play. And when there is TP, you want to do it as soon as the Banner of Command minion pushes far enough up. Then you want to make the play. Because if the heat TP is away, the Banner of Command minion is still alive and can push in on tower.
Cool shot has revealed it. Gideus jumps in. Can he get the steal? Gonna go with no. Sprattle pops his ultimate. Now we're going down to Spirit, who smites it. And that is Baron going over to Fnatic. Back to tower. That is a big minion wave stacking in the bottom lane.
And as soon as it hits the tower, the Voidings will start exploding on the tower. Steve has to engage, basically.
He's being pulled in, he's getting CC'd up, he has unstoppable force, he just needs a place to use it. Gamsu is still quite tanky, there's another hook onto the Malphite. He gets the ultimate off, but maybe a little too late. Gillis is in there, but now Featherman is just going massive, and that was not the right way to kick him. There is a double kill going over to Reckless's Lucian, and Sprattle will also go down. That's a 5-4-1, and Fnatic will close in for that win.
Fnatic won the lane swap, had the strategy prepared, and Elements barely even showed up.
What a clean game by Fnatic. Slow, methodical, and leveraging that ZZ ROC portal and coming for the win up against Elements. What a game by Fnatic.
And this is what we see in Europe at the moment. We have a very clear top 6, and we have a very clear bottom 4. And looking at the last few weeks, OG are definitely setting up to put a lot of tower pressure and then have the side lanes controlled. So Splyce, if they win the early game, they can stop that.
Yes, they can indeed. Well, with that, picks and bans all locked in. What do you guys think of this one at home? Tweet us at LOLEs.
Because there's no TP for Source, he had the option to rush bot lane and set up a gank on Mithy. But that again is the risky play. He wants to take one. Lane.
One more. Second. Runs into the spear, gets clone popped, and he's down. That's first blood for Power of Evil.
Not exactly the start Splyce were hoping for in this mid lane. Constantly trying to chip away damage on towers. They just need a few seconds for Sven to deal enough damage to have made an impact. And that's why they keep pushing out lanes and swapping around.
Amazing is even going to get the Herald in it also. Totally unanswered by Splyce. Nice pick.
That's a problem because he fell behind. Whenever you have this matchup, this team, Mithy's going aggressive top, TP coming in as well.
Gets that knock up, an exhaust is spent, the GP ult is used. They are full committing to this, and Kabi knows he's a dead man here, trying to get some damage, but he's hammered into the wall, and Sven will burn the heal. That's a pickup as Power gets Nisbath off screen, but all of a sudden Splyce are trying to make moves mid.
If they can get a mid tower here, they will even out some of the gold, but they won't be able to because he was on full HP.
Comparatively, but Soaz can rely on his barrels to zone and do a whole ton of damage. Remember, Soaz was one of those top Gangplank innovators if you go all the way back.
Sure.
And even though he's been having a rough split so far, if he can keep rolling on the Gangplank the way he's been, he can definitely put out a good performance this game as the first Dragon is easily picked up by OG. Again,
it's Soaz's job for the next 10-15 minutes. Ari gets a chance to push out her wave and then make a TP play on the other side of the map where one cannot follow, and cannot gain anything. So it's very important Splyce are first at the side lanes and playing them very aggressive. You want to hit the minion waves very early. You don't want to let them push down to your side of the map. You want to attack them. I mean, say like, oh, Origen, great communication, shot calling coming in. We gotta judge them on the performance against the top teams right now. And that's where they haven't been able to pick up a whole lot of wins. I want to see Trashy actually lead this mid lane. He's been sitting there with his team, trying to play the same 1-3-1 as before.
Chains on! He's caught! He's gonna get healed, but he's still taken down by Trashy.
So, I was about to say, I want to see Trashy leave the lane and go down with the Origen from setting Sven up to hit a tower.
Big Raptor not worth. Soaz still down for another 12 seconds as Wonder is TPing, and he stopped courtesy of the Poppy. Mithy wants to pick him up, but he's got some friends. He's brought to it, and he walked into the wrong neighborhood.
At least go into the bush if you want to try and TP away from a Poppy. Mithy uses flash, gets a kill, so it's the return. Baron is alive actually, 27 minutes in. OG can start the Baron now
moving for it
and just start a team fight. Copy is almost out of mana on this Corki here.
Oh, it would be such a hard contest. Now, Sven isn't here. This is the one problem for Splyce, or rather for Origen, as Trashy, Nisbeth, and Kabi have rounded up the posse here to try and push him back. Barrels and Gangplank Gold. Send out the Bramble.
Oh,
he's just waiting. No, they're looking to just finish it off. Mithy goes forward. This is oh so low. He gets smarted away by Amazing, and the fight is on. Mithy's gone down as Soaz just gets blown up.
Risk anything, they can just give over the Dragon. Yes, you give the one buff, the 6%.
Important one.
But your job is to push in towers anyway. Maybe Source can steal it.
Okay, tried for the barrels. Amazing tried for the spears, but Splyce were able to secure their first. A little bit of battle stat. Origen were able to secure that tower, and the barrels popped to cover their retreat path. Still the slow burn this game, but it's about to get hot as Wonderware's taken out. Sven picks up a big one, and he knocks him back with a buster shot. Wonderware is toast.
Set up for Baron. Now we need to recall because we have to, get items, get new wards and whatever. The problem is that just allowed Origen to walk back in. Let's see mid lane though.
Yeah, there's that fight. There goes the Gangplank ulti, and all of a sudden, Splyce the one's taking a whole lot of damage backing away, and the TP in for Power of Evil meant that they could turn the tables. A pick up for Amazing. Power shut down though on the back half, but it may not be nearly enough. The double kill for Amazing. Wonderware is not going to get out of this one. It's so low already. Mithy looks to chase him down with the help of Sven. It is a 3-4-1. Senkux on the run. Can he get away from this one? His clone's in the middle. It's so far. There we go. But that should be Baron for OG.
And imagine if we had that fight around the Baron instead, where Splyce had just placed a few pink wards to set up their assassins to actually get a flank. Instead, they placed the pink wards, they left the Baron, OG walked back in, cleared the wards, put up their own, and then took a fight straight in the mid lane where they could see everyone. That ruins again the purpose of what Splyce wanted to try and do, and they're one of the only comebacks potential they could have had. So also, I mean, we have a Gangplank, by the way. We haven't talked about him I don't know how long, because...
And he's relevant now.
His job is just to basically zone.
Anyway, very clear. Nisbeth very low. Gangplank ulti on, and Power goes in, sensing his time is now, but he doesn't have enough damage to finish it off. It may not matter here as they find Trashy, pin him against the wall. Sven with a big pop to kill him. Wonderware gets his shield proc, but it's not gonna matter. Inhibitor tower should be going down here without Trashy. The tanky's gone. Senkux goes in for a desperate attempt, gets exhausted, turns around, puts the chains on, but he has to back out. Kobe is down, holy crit, and Sven is jumping and running wild. The tower is gonna fall, a double kill for the Tristana. This is gonna be all over as Power of Evil leads the charge. They chase the line down, they wanna pad those stats, and they get one more. Thank you, Power, he's on my fantasy team. One more tower down, one more Nexus to go. 42 minutes, just shy, and Origen with another win. Calm, cool, and collected in victory. As Origen have definitely started to find a little bit more of that strategic smart team that we saw last year. Compositions all lined up. You see it on your screen there. Let us know what you think. Who's going to take this one away? A hype clash between G2 and Vitality. So why don't you get online and tweet at LOL Esports is the place. Hashtag G2. Keep an eye on Trick. See if he decides to try and even the odds a little bit. As Hybrid gets the knockup and
no flash
into the tower. No flash. Exhaust. Tanking tower shots. Definitely not worth.
Yeah.
First blood for Kick It.
I mean, it's read like a book. You've got a Thresh with no Vitality fans only coming out 34%. G2 got themselves a good following. Let's see if Shook can make anything happen in the top lane.
Looks for Hybrid. The Sonic Wave does not want to go in, or does he? Gets knocked up, and all of a sudden Trick around the other side. Already a signature champion for him as well, but it is Hybrid who looks to be going down. They don't finish the damage. Instead, they turn to Emperor, and Kasing picks up the kill credit. Another Sonic Wave does not connect onto Trick, but for the time being, Vitality even.
So regardless of exactly whether there were the pink wards and the wards around, it just meant that Vitality had the read that this is a tower that they can take. Oh, they can't even get it at this point. Hybrid's here.
Yeah, Hybrid is making the plays and a massive knock-in. Emperor with the pick onto Yarden, and Shook nearly eats it too. And Trick wants to make sure of it. A pounce, a swipe, a kill, and now Kasing is in some serious trouble. Chaos Storm's down. Perks wants it. And that KDA, baby, gets ignited for his trouble, but a 3 for none.
Perks had to get that kill for the roam. He had to make it worth it because ahead of the play. Because now Vitality have to be careful traveling through their own jungle. Perks is caught though.
Yep, he got sideways insect as Perks will try to answer back kill for kill, but Shook and Nukta combined were just too much for him.
That, however, was Perks.
Kasing takes a couple of tower shots as the wave goes in, and then Nuke Duck in the mid, goes back up top to defend. They're trying to turn the swing around, but Kick It gets a massive knockup. Unstoppable force, the challenge is on, but he is holding just for a moment, taken out. Tower's still gone, tried to defend, but no one else there. Nuke Duck looking for Emperor now.
Ooh. The G2 are going to have to overcome by fighting. They have to somehow orchestrate fights, get the vision control,
and have Vitality come towards them, or even somehow try and Baron bait. The problem is Blue Trinket makes that so difficult.
Well, Vitality just drafted so well to avoid fights. I mean, you see the double teleport, the split push ability, Cabo
They're
Shark.
getting forced into fights now.
Yep, see if they can bite the snake and take its head off, because Singh is going to have to flash away as he throws the box down for a retreat, but Shook kicks Emperor, and he's going to get blown up. Cabo Shark finishes the job, but they're on the wrong side of this one, and they're getting knocked up. Shook and Cabo around the back. Trick is hooked by Kasing. Who's going to win this one? Cabo manages to get away. Shook goes in, goes to him, goes down to Trick, and Hardens around the side. Shutdown goal over to Nuke Duck, and all of it's done. Not quite yet, as Kikis is played back, hooked up, locked down. It is a 3-for-1.
And somehow, someway, Vitality with pinpoint precision.
If you look at the standings as they are, since week 1, when they took out Fnatic, they've definitely beating other ones. We'll take a look at that in a minute, because G2 want to start it off, and they look for Shook, they look for Yarnin, get a big knockup. Can they force the fight? Trick jumping in, Trick jumping back. The cannonballs are raining down, and they've got to watch for Cabo Shark. Yarnin picks up a kill in the back of it. G2 can't get it done.
Oh man, Cabo's on the bottom side as well, though.
Stopping
He's
the ports.
They've stopped one of the recalls just on the Nidalee, but Cabo is looking to just push through. Another engage that you can see the global presence coming out from Vitality. That's the tower down. Cabo doesn't need to push further for the inhibitor, and he can back away now.
All of a sudden, Vitality are turning up the volume. G2 look to contest this Baron. Only 2 members on it, Nuke Duck and Yarnin a little bit low. In comes Kasing with the hook. Shook going in around the backside a little bit low here. This is going to be dangerous. Trek is coming in. Can he get the steal? Tries for it. Nope. Doesn't get it. Shook secures it up. And now the fight is on. They get the shutdown. Trick will be able to take out Yarnin, but in the meantime, the rest of them are running away. Shook manages to take the Lantern out to safety. Nuke Duck pops the barrel, avoids the spear. They lose one. That's a bargain. Has been having a really hard time in this game, but Vitality, they're definitely having a great one. 7,000 gold in the lead for them. They can knock off G2 here. It makes a very powerful statement, shooting them up the standings a bit more.
It does. You can see the game plan from Vitality now has transitioned into the itemization. What was a Ravenous Hive
Europe, since Fnatic hasn't quite been there yet. Well, Vitality are making a statement for themselves, but we'll see. Teleport, and all of a sudden, that's the wrong direction, Kikis. He finds Cabo in the jungle. The fight is going on 3 fronts right now. Absolute insanity here. And Trick is low. Cabo trying to lunge his way forward for a kill. Hybrid is the slow cow, and he is going not down yet. Trick gets kicked into his own towers. Just Hybrid goes down after all the chaos. The inhibitor follows him. Oh, man.
Just about there. Okay.
Oh, but the Gangplank ulti. They have to move out of this one. Might give just enough cover fire for them to be able to take down the inhibitor. No, it's not going to be. The Fate's Call is out. Trick sends a big one flying, and Kasing is caught up inside of his own box. Chaos Storm is on him. Not quite going down yet, but he finally will burn away. Perks picks him up on the backside of it, but it is still G2 on the retreat path. Cabo is still on the bottom side. They're not doing enough about him. That Fiora's just too big. There's the Malphite ultimate from Kikis, but it's not going to be enough. They defend the inhib, but they lose a Nexus turret, and now they might lose that inhib again.
Yeah, at this point, Vitality are ramping their push up now. They know that Cabo is doing critical damage.
Critical damage indeed, and Nuke Duck with a critical hit. That's the last inhibitor. Vitality have taken everything but the base here. Perks and Kikis.
In the entrance to a Baron pit, in an area like that, before they can get the buff, there is the potential for this fight. They've hooked in Trick.
They turn it around.
Is there.
Looking for Trick. There's a teleport, but will he survive in time? There's a 3-man knockup and a knockback. Yarnin's just a bit out of it, but he's quirky, so he's fine. G2 Trick, a little bit in trouble there. Goes down on the back. Emperor can't do much but pull his support back in. Cabo Shark with an answering kill, or rather Cabo Shark with the 1 kill on the board so far. Nuke Duck answers with another, and they're dropping like flies. Emperor desperately hopping back to his base, but with only Hybrid here and him to defend, this has got to be it. No inhibitors left on the board. Knock that Gangplank away, he'll come right back falling. The inhibitor actually did come up, but it really doesn't matter. Way too many waves here, way too much pressure. Vitality have done it. They've cracked the armor. They've taken down G2 for only the 2nd time in the spring split.
That game from Vitality had a purpose, and they even got gifted a little bit of an early game play that I don't think they were expecting onto Emperor.
I'm curious to see how this one shakes out, but why don't you go ahead and tell us who you think will take the victory here. Hashtag ROC win or hashtag GIA win. These two teams may be at the bottom of the table, but they're looking to start their climb back up in the standings. And it all starts
Words
now.
in Freddy's mouth. I'm just kind of thinking out loud of whether that is a possibility for how ROCCAT want to play this game. Bottom lane. Oh, there's a flash engage.
Yep, starting it up. They turn on to Godford as tanky as he is. He gets the stand behind or stand in front as Betsy goes around the side. Level 6, the soul shackles were on. Batong Yaka being deterred. It's going to be a first blood here, and it goes over to Tabs. Meanwhile, Audrey on the hasty retreat with Batong Yak right at his back. Nearly going down here, but they've got the help of Peppy, and he laser fires them from cover.
No, actually, I am starting to kind of see exactly what they're looking for here. So Freddy has his teleport available, so they're looking to neutralize any kind of threat from Atom, but Atom's isn't available. Extinct's under the tower.
Yep, and he's not taking any damage. Now he is. Batong and Adam trying to take him out, but there is the tower gone, and Adam is gonna get chunked. Taken out. Betsy gets a kill on the board for himself.
He is, and like, this is how effective the blind is from Quinn. You pop it onto the Callista.
Real comfort at any point for this team, because they always relied on him. Yes, they had other tools. Yes, they had Whirlip. Audrey had sometimes decent performances, good performances, but everybody else is the same on this team, or worse, and Peppy just hasn't stepped up at all. They will be able to secure, it looks like a dragon here, but it is pinged by ROCCAT. They know this is happening. Obviously not the most contested of buffs, but it will go down. The early smite for Batong Yaka, but he takes it anyways.
One thing that's been back and forth between these two has been vision control, but look at the engage coming top lane.
Oh, Freddy, he might be dead. Is he ready to get out of there? I don't think so. 3 Giants are on him, and he's trying to kite it out, but he's taken down. That will be Giants' first kill on the board.
You know, mentality in this
Kill for
game.
Peppy, too.
Yeah.
That's important. He's the big man. And Extinct is looking to be the one himself. There is a vault and a knockup. Adam and Bitong Yake are way too low. There goes the ult. The Lambs are spied. Can they turn this around? It's a 2v3 while the fight's on the other side. Airwax going a little low. Fate's call to pull Godford in. Adam picks up Tabs. This might be their time to shine, but he's a big rock and he's way too slow. Throws the Q. Freddy flashes. Vaults in for a double kill. And now it's gonna be Giants trying to hold it. Very low health bars on these ROCCAT members. A 2-for-1 was what they got. So that race is a little bit weird, as Tabs and Audrey try to duel it out minion-wise, and Batong Yaka is caught. There's a double knockup. The Soul Shackles are on. Batong Yaka's on the run, but he's going to get taken out by Betsy. His second kill of the game. Godford, and that's just dessert. Airwax eats him up after that one, and they can keep on pushing the tower for just a moment. Follow to try and take out this tower, and it's only Airwax here to defend. There's a flanking teleport, though. We'll see if they can get it done. Extinct around the backside. Airwax in the picture. Tabs dashing and dashing around the side. See if he can get anything done here. Betsy a little bit late to this party as Peppy picks up Extinct, and Adam will be able to get a kill for himself. Giants collapse in a ball, and then they explode out for 2.
Much better.
Even though they have had so many troubles coordinating on a team level this year, that is the start of something.
And you're starting to see the inability.
Oh, Freddy! Oh, there is the Lamb's Respite. Freddy is caught in 3 Giants, a shutdown. Peppy gets the gold. The worst thing that could happen for ROCCAT, and Freddy got a little too eager.
You can see that Giants, however, are starting to struggle with the ROCCAT ability.
Oh! He knew it was coming! There was a pink one in that brush! One sitting in the edge of the rocks there. See if Giants can react in time. It's already going low. There's a TP coming in for Adam. Oh, this would be Primo to try and get that ult. He takes it, but it's stolen. Batong Yaka with the steal. Channel is in her Frederick on that one. Tabs in the trapped in the back, but he's able to get the kill. Adam will go down here as well, but not before dishing out a whole ton of damage. Baron secured by Giants. What can they do with it now? It is 3-on-3, and it's just all sorts of chaos. Make that 3-on-2. Giants Gaming come out ahead.
Giants do pick up.
Uh-oh.
The Baron.
Might be
from
more.
that.
Betsy.
Oh,
that is that Nuke Morgana. Betsy outplays there, defending the mid tier. But Giants still have this buff, maybe for not too long, as Airwax looks to try and turn back. The laser fires. Still hits him through the armor. There's the black shield. See if you can get a tunnel up to knock Peppy out of the stratosphere. He's still got cleanse available. And in comes Freddy around the side. Peppy is gonna get taken out. Another kill. Chalk it up to Betsy.
now they just go towards the top or mid.
The same moment the smite came down.
Yeah, such perfect timing there. It was right at that moment, that very moment where the smite was due, and Batong Yaka hops over the wall.
That Baron power play is not really netted a whole lot as the tower goes down. Adam is actually caught once again. We've seen this one before. And he goes in for the knock-up. Let's see if he can make the play out. Teleport's flying. It's just chaos in this top lane as Peppy looks for Airwhack, who pops up and knocks him up. Adam takes out Tabs off screen while Batang throws out the Lamb's Respite. ROCCAT are battered and bruised, and Betsy is gotta go Zhonya's now. Flashing over the wall, Extinct. Adam, this one is gonna be Extinct going down. It's a 2 for none. Giants, when it counts, get the team fight they need.
But look at what ROCCAT are responding
Down when you're at 2 health.
It just soaks time. Oh, Giants.
They've Freddy's TPing. They do have it, but they're going to have to take this fight with Baron in the back of it. Extinct goes in to start it off, and he is going to make them grab the bull by the horns. Adam goes in, gets the knock-up, invulnerable in the Lamb's Respite. Baron's going down. Ooh. It's taken out. No rent. Giants pick it up, but courtesy of Adam, they get that next Baron, but Peppy will go down too. It is a 2 for 1, and the chase is on. Shutdown gold over to Freddy, sorely needed, and now it's ROCCAT trying to clean this up. Only Audrey and Betong Yak remain.
Man, that was a panic Baron situation. It looked like Audrey ended too early.
Oh no, we got a pause. Oh, it's a tense pause. I hate those.
We're away, guys, but we are away with this game. 3, 2, 1. The counter is going down, and we're in.
Okay, and they're already getting back.
Off. Okay.
So Baron buff on these boys, and they need to stay alive. ROCCAT are not going to chase
They became known, really, for Baron steals, and then Peppy and the rest of Giants with Whirlit being able to carry. So it's kind of this weird situation where Giants...
Against Vitality, who hadn't gotten their feet off the ground. Now, sensing a hole in the defense here. Giants will pick up an inner tower before they even get the outer in the bottom, but Extinct, he's caught out here. Throws on the Unbreakable Will, but he gets a 3-man knock-up, and Airwax on the backside, trying to bait him out. Peppy's gonna flash, and Freddy is going so low in the back of it, but Betsy picks up Peppy anyways, and now they're just trying to catch back up. Peppy gets tabbed. What is going on? Turn it around. They've got the fight indeed. Shutdown to Adam. ROCCAT are going so low and dropping like flies. It's only Betsy, and just like that, he's not gonna be able to do anything else after he comes out of Zhonya's. Shutdown gold. 40 seconds on the death timers. Bring it in, boys.
Giants are going to get their first win of the spring split as they push into the base. Giants have managed to get themselves off of number 10 and will be tied for number 9 in the EULCS.
Not to mention, you'll have that tiebreaker stress. One Nexus turret, the other one's going to fall. ROCCAT just see their hopes sinking here as Giants Gaming find a crazy roller coaster of a win at 35.5 minutes. You just got to be relieved after it all shakes out there. And you could see it in the faces of Giants halfway through the split, and they finally come up with a victory. And there it is.